If you have not started writing down your goals for 2026, you are not alone. I am one of them, and today I'm going to write down the goals I have for 2026, see what action I need to take, what sacrifice I need to make, and why do I want to achieve the goals. So if you have been meaning to write down those goals, here is a chance. Let's do it together. Remember, it's never too late to start thinking ahead, planning ahead for your future. And one of the ways to get started is to write them down so that it can be a reminder to you of what you are working towards and what you are going to achieve at the end. I made this goal action plan last year, and today we are going to write them down together. So if you haven't started thinking of what you want to achieve yet for this year, grab this worksheet in the description box. This one is available for free on my Ko-Fi shop, and let's jump right into it. I have to think of what's the goals going to be, and two things I want to prioritize this year is my finance and my health, focusing on sleeping mostly. So yes, before I have been thinking of the sleeping. I want to sleep better. I want to do better with my sleeping, my going to bed time. But I didn't really have the plan in place. I just have that thoughts in my mind that I want to do better, I want to sleep better, but I didn't really write down what I need to do, what it is. And you know what? I'm going to put this close by so that every day I walk past it, I can look at it, I can remind myself in the body, the health. I want to start getting back to exercising. I want to at least do it twice a week. I'm going to start with 2, and once I can do the 2, I'm going to move up to 3. But I don't want to start from 3 first. I just want to start slow and steady, hoping that this is going to stick, not just go all out and just it falls off at the end. So that is not what I want. So goal number 1 is going to be health plus fitness. So my sleeping time is 6.5 to 7 hours, but some night it got down to 5.5 hours, and that is not good for my body because I know I feel more rested when I get at least 7 hours plus. I'm going to aim for 7 and 7.5. And if I can get to that, I'm going to try to 8 hours. So we are going to see, and let me know in the comment how many hours you have to sleep to feel rested and ready to conquer the world for that day. But yes, for me, it's going to be 7.5 hours. That's when I feel the most rested. I feel like I have energy. I can fight with whatever's coming my way. So yes, I'm going to say get 7 hours of sleep. I'm going to do 7 to 7 hours. At least it should hit 7 hours of sleep. So with that is a health. And for the fitness, I want to exercise twice a week. That is going to be the goal to start. And if I can get to that 2 times, I'm going to increase to 3 times a week. So we will see how it's going to be. But yes, I'm just going to keep it simple, keep it short, and don't add too much so you don't overwhelm yourself. So action step, I need to stop everything at 9 p.m. For the work week, I get up at 5:30. And someday I do get up at 6:30, but guys, being consistent is so important for the sleeping schedule. So I'm going to stop everything at 9 p.m. And the second action is to be in bed by 9:30, guys. So this is gonna be my hard rule that I need to be in bed already 9:30. Give myself enough time, 30 minutes to wind down and just fall asleep. And one other thing, guys, that make me go to bed late is that I eat dinner late. Sometimes the dinner is not ready till 8 or 9 o'clock, mostly 9 o'clock. This is so bad, guys. We are going to try. It's okay. That's why we want to fix this. That's why we want to do better. And yes, we need to be real with ourselves. What is our habit? What do we do that prevent us from achieving this goal? And what is the obstacle? And these are my obstacle. I don't stop anything. I keep doing. Even it's past 9, I'm still up and doing things. So I'm going to stop everything at 9 p.m. and then be in bed by 9:30. At least give myself 30 minutes to wrap up everything, and then giving myself another 30 minutes to finally fall asleep. Okay, and the third thing is my eating. I know that is one of the things that prevent me to go to bed in a decent time because my eating habit is later than usual. Dinner no later than 7:30. Yes, I don't want to set a schedule that I need to cook dinner at this time, because some days different. So I'm going to aim for dinner no later than 7:30 p.m. And for the exercise, guys, the action, I'm gonna move it right here. So, and usually, guys, you should break down this goal to 1 and 2. You should not cram it, but to me, I want to group them because these are goals that kind of the same category. I'm just gonna keep it together. It depends on how you guys want to do this. For the exercise, I love watching YouTube videos, guys, free resources, which is awesome. And I usually look for the lazy girl workout. I want to be honest with you, that is actually what I watch and work out with. So yes, I'm going to start with that lazy girl workout. And they have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and more. I like to start with 10 minutes and 15 minutes first. And then get myself up there, So yeah, this is such a good start video if you haven't exercised for a while, watching this full body workout. Even though it's lazy girl, you do feel the burns. So that is such a good way to start if you haven't done it for a while. So 2 times a week, depends on the day I want to pick, but at least 2 times a week. Hopefully we can get up to the 3rd. So I got the watch that tracks my steps and my sleep. And I just started not too long ago, just a couple days ago. And the steps I have seen is about 4,000, 5,000, and the most is going to be 6,000 something. So a good recommend step is 10,000 a day. So I'm so way off because I sit a lot at work, guys. But I try to get up and walk around every now and then. But I'm going to try to get up even more and just, take a little break. I'm going to aim for 6,000 steps per day. I know it's not 10,000, but I'm just going to start slow and steady because what I've seen in these couple days, I only do about 5,000 the most. At the end of the day, I get about 5,000 something. So I'm going to see if I can do 6,000 and then I'm going to increase it to 7,000, 8,000. But these are just regular day, guys, that I just go to work and come home, didn't stop anywhere and didn't go to too much. And when the summertime come or the nicer springtime, we like to go walk around the block. So it's for sure it's going to be more step. Of course, I'm going to revisit the goals again and see if I want to increase, adjust, or anything. We are going to do it together and see how far we have achieved the goals. And the 3rd goal is going to be do a stretch before bed. And I think this is such a good idea. I used to do a stretch, guy, after work. I think I've done it like 3 times a week. And I was consistent with it because I sit so much at my job. So after work, this stretch exercise so worth it. It's so relaxing and you really feel like your back is not in pain too much. Moving forward, I'm going to work toward this and see how it's going to be. And maybe it doesn't mean that, one day I can achieve all 3 goals at the same time. Maybe I'm working at stop everything at 9 p.m. first. And, once I do 3 days with that, I try this. It depends. Like, these 2 can go together. If I can stop everything by 9, I can be in bed by 9:30 p.m. So, Yes, and maybe the lazy girl workout, I'm going to stick with it for 2 weeks, and then the stretch, I can add that later on once I can be consistent with the workout and the steps. I should try to at least hit the 6,000. I know that I can hit 5,000 already, so 6,000 is doable. And next we are going to, why do I want to achieve this? I want to feel rested, fully rested, have energy, and be my best self 100%. And 2, I want my body to be strong, healthy, and happy. Yes, so I will have this to remind myself, that is what I'm working toward. I want to be strong, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy. And by doing that, it's gonna help my body to fully recover. And yeah, that is what I want. And we are going to revisit, how we doing with these goals. And do I feel like I have energy? Do I feel like my body is getting stronger or what? So yes, we are going to see. And then what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve this goal? So I'm going to say, turn off my internet. I would say Wi-Fi because I'm not going to turn off the house internet, but just a Wi-Fi. I mean the connection on the phone by 9 p.m. I'm just gonna turn off everything. I'm gonna turn off from social media, shut off everything, and just have myself be with myself and no distraction. So for this one, what I'm sacrificing is just the comfort of my body. Instead of just laying down in bed and using my phone, I can just go do this stretch. It might feel a little pain. This workout, it might feel a little burn, but no pain, no gain. So I'm just gonna keep it as that. This video is going to be long, guys, because we are going to reflect everything. So if you have some time and you want to get rid of these thoughts in your head and just put it down on your paper and just get it all out, this is a fun way to do it. So you can stop thinking about this and just see the plan in front of you. What do you need done? What do you need to do to get there? And for this goal is going to be my finances. I have 2 goals. The first one is going to be build emergency fund to 5K. Right now we have, I'm gonna put it down, have $1,550. And I forgot to tell you guys, if you watch my previous video, if you haven't watched it yet, I'm going to leave the link up here so that you can go watch it. But after the emergency with the family, what we have left is $2,200. And what I did with it is that I put $1,550 back to emergency. The bills, I put $250. And what I have left is $400, which I added to my buffer envelope, just so in case there is anything that I need that money for, the buffer is going to be there. So what I will need to reach the 5,000 is going to be $3,450. I need that amount in order to reach 5K for 2026. And number 2, I'm going to build travel sinking fund to 3K, guys. So the first thing I need to do to make sure that I can reach $5,000 at the end of the year is to calculate how much I need to put per paycheck to the emergency sinking fund. To do that, you have to find out, are you a bi-weekly budgeter, or are you a weekly budgeter, or monthly budgeter? So it depends on your pay schedule. I am a bi-weekly budgeter, so I have to see how many bi-weekly paychecks I have left till the end of the year. And I have 21 paychecks left. So I need $3,450 by the end of the year. I have to divide it by 21. So that is how many paychecks I have left to the end of the year. And the total come out to $164.29. So I'm going to round it up to 165. I have to make sure I put $165 every bi-weekly paycheck into my emergency sinking fund in order for me to reach $5,000 at the end of the year. So if you are a monthly budgeter, you're starting this in March and you are going to get paid starting from March to December, you have to divide your amount by 10, and that is going to be the amount you have to put in your sinking fund in order to reach that amount by the year end. So it will depend on your paycheck schedule. And the second one, to build my travel sinking fund to $3,000, I have to divide 3,000 by 21. I'm going to round it up to $143 every paycheck. That is gonna be my goal for this and action I need to do. So simple as that. I'm just gonna leave it as that. I'm not gonna put more to it because that is what I need to do in order to reach these two goals. And I wanna circle it so that it pop out to me when I look at it. And next, why do I want to achieve this goal? So for my first why, emergency fund will give me a peace of mind and not have to go into debt. And second one is gonna be, I want to travel. Simple as that, guys. I really do. And in order to do that, I need to have some money set aside. I want to travel guilt-free and shopping. This is something I love, shopping. Of course, I want to put it there to motivate me. Yes, if I want to shop, of course, I need to build this up. So I'm gonna put it there to be one of my motivation. And what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve this goal? Limit eating out to 1 time a week. And this one include bubble tea and snacks along the way. So yes, the bubble tea is gonna be hard, but guys, I'm willing to do that in order to be at peace with my emergency and also get to travel. I can then have as many bubble tea as I want then. But yes, I'm going to sacrifice that happiness now, that piece of happiness now, so that I can have more in the future. The second one is going to be, can only shop if I have sinking fund for it. So if I want skincare, I have to build money for skincare. If I want to buy makeup, I need to have money for the makeup. And remember, guys, stop talking, start doing. This is something that is so true. We talk so much about our hopes and dreams. We just need to start doing it, start taking action. And even though it's just one action today, it is better than nothing. If you are struggling to get to where you want to be, you have failed many times, I am here with you. I have tried attempt to get better with my sleeping, but I stick to it 1 or 2 days and then it fell off. And that could be because I didn't have the plan in place. I didn't have my why. I didn't have that reminder what I'm working toward is gonna be for my future, for my better self, and just for me. We have done so many things for other people, and there comes time that you need to focus on yourself. You need to prioritize yourself, because at the end of the day, you are left with yourself. You are gonna be the person that carry yourself forward. So you have to take care of that person. By having it in writing, it shows that you care about you care about yourself, and want to be the best that you can be. And of course, it's gonna be challenging. There's gonna be days that you don't want to stop everything and go to bed at 9 o'clock, or you just don't want to do that workout today because you're already tired at the end of the day. But keep pushing, keep going, and just keep remind yourself of what you are working toward is gonna be for you. And you are not alone. I am here with you. I'm here to set up my new goals. I'm here to be intentional, to focus and just prioritize what's the most important right now to me. And it's my health and fitness and my finances. So I'm going to work towards it. And if you have been meaning to write all of this down, I encourage you to do so you can see what it can come out of it. Thank you for staying to the end. I hope you enjoy and stay for the ride on the next video. Bye!